You know, the truth people don't know exactly is that God is the judge when it comes to the case. God is the judge when it comes to all that they have did in darkness. I have seen a lot of people. I have heard a lot of news. I have heard a lot of confession. I have heard a lot of things that people did that backfire them. I have used my eyes to see the repercussions of the wicked, not one, not two. So you don't need to be shocked. You don't need to be hurt. You don't need to be offended by what they did because God is the final judge. Forget about people who are bragging, saying this, saying that. The only judge we have right now is God. Forget about the ritualist, the foxholes, the witches, the wizard, the demons, the operators, the spell spreaders, the wicked ones. Forget about them all. God is the final judge. This is why I love God so much that people who hurt you will come back begging, whether life or not life. We see a lot of people today roaming around the street. We see a lot of people being afflicted. We see a lot of people being, possessed, being what, dominate by the wicked ones because of evil or because of the fact that they don't want to see them living better than them or excelling or because they want to make them miserable. But the truth is this: God is the final judge. We are living in a world today where people will betray you, take advantage of you, hurt you, did all manner of things to you, and they believe within them exactly that nothing will happen. But the pure truth is that God is the final judge. No matter what you do today, right now, no matter who you hurt, no matter how pride or how big you feel because maybe what you did nobody knows, God is aware. I was talking to one of my mentor today and he was saying that I should be careful of people that I visit, because of what I'm at home to do, doing what God accurately wants us to do, coming together as a family. So he was advising me, and after everything, I realized that it is true because we are living in a world where you think you are celebrating, but not everyone who come indeed to celebrate with you are there to celebrate. Some are there to cause distraction in the future, to cause setback in the future, to give you things that will make you keep going down, that will frustrate you. But the truth is this: God is the final judge. That is why sometimes you may be working with some people, and the moment you start to work with them, do this with them, you come to realize that things will start to go wrongly. Why am I saying this? There was a time that I was communicating, I was living with this guy. So this guy was telling me something that, Samson, do you know that someone can give you something, not even money? Because money is so powerful in the realms of the spirit. He said, do you know that someone can just give you their item, maybe cloth, maybe food, maybe book, maybe, wristwatch, etc., sandals, slippers, cloth, etc. And before you know, you will lose your job. When this guy said this, I asked him a question. I said, are you a ritual? Are you a native doctor? He said yes, that he was once. He was once. That means he used to do it before he traveled. So after the guy explained everything, I realized that the world we are living today, it is mysterious and very, very delicate. People want to duplicate your life just for them to be happy. They want to duplicate things. They want to make sure that they organically make it miserable for you just because they are miserable. But all I'm telling you is that God is in charge. Why? Because I've seen people who they're called wicked, weeping and begging God to just take their life. When I'm saying this, it sound what? It sound funny. That is why in everything that concern evil, I don't participate it. When I see people boasting of evil, bragging of evil, I mocked. I laughed. Why? Because I have seen the strong begging God to just take their life. This is not begging God, like to give them second chance. This is not begging God to heal them. This is not begging God to restore their health. This is not about begging God to restore them, give them second chance to amend their ways. Bro, this is a pure begging. Lord, take my life. I don't want to be living and seeing myself in this condition. We have been there. This is not one, two, three that I have seen with my two eyes. So when I see some people thinking that there is benefit in being hypocrite, or being evil, or duplicating things to become worse for others just because they don't like them. Or maybe they hate someone because of the fact that they are doing well. And they think that themselves will do well. The truth is that it will end well. Forget about the speed. But forget about what you think you are. Whoever that hurt you will come back to beg. Remain blessed.